for me, just looking at the background that he's had, I mean, he's looking at the lack of experience. Only 89 games as a frontline manager, a manager in his own right. Obviously, great experience with Bayern Munich, winning a Champions League, winning a World Club Cup with them, going to a World Cup with Germany. Did all his early coaching experience with RB Leipzig, working with Ralf Rangnick, Hansi Flick, top managers. But for me, the thing that I think makes him best suited to come into Rangers is that Sheffield Wednesday experience. He's went in there. You said you spoke to Barry Brann. I spoke to Carlton Palmer. I spoke to one of the Sheffield Wednesday fan last week. And there's one club that's worse running than Rangers right now. It's Sheffield Wednesday. All the things that they've had to deal with. So many similarities with Rangers. Stand closures, signing embargoes, tax issues, money, financial issues. Rangers fans have ticked most of them off down the years. So the fact he's been able to do that with all that in the background and succeed, he inherited a team, I think it was 11 points, something like that, 10, 11 points, adrift at the bottom of the table, got them safe. Worst ever start in Championship history. He goes in there, much like he has this now, in October time, gets the team safe. And then the second season, leads them to comfortable 12th place finish with all this going on in the background. So if he can get a winning team at Sheffield Wednesday with all that going on, all the issues and the stuff he has to contend with off the pitch, why can't he do that at Rangers? I think that's, to me, on reflection, it's great to be able to speak after the event. But for me, he looks a better fit than Russell Martin ever did.
No, I think he does. And look, I take everything you've said on board, and you're right. That experience at Sheffield Wednesday will be a massive help to him. It might sound harsh or brutal, but despite all of that, he's still not the same as Rangers. He's still not coming in having to win every single game. He's had to win enough games at Sheffield Wednesday to keep them up. As you say, then gets them to 12th. Even in that season where he's done really well, and I'm not saying he should have had Sheffield Wednesday much higher, but what I'm saying is, I know it's a cliche, but still not that pressure. He did speak about a couple, do you know what I mean?
He did speak about his Bayern Munich experience has been, so he has had a taste of that. Yes, he wasn't the guy ultimately with the buck stop, but he's lived that pressure next to the guy who's had it. He's been there with Hansi Flick when we know how sharp the criticism can be in the German media from even within their own club. The ex-players at Bayern can be so cutting with their criticism, so he has had to deal with that side of things. So is it what I'm asking is his experience the best Rangers are really going to get right now, because they're not attracting big names. Even for better or worse, Gerrard didn't want to come back. Guy was out of work whose managerial career is flopped really in Saudi Arabia and Aston Villa. Kevin Muscat desperate for a first proper shot in British football. Even he doesn't want to. He doesn't feel that it's a gamble worth taking right now. So is Danny Röhl the best candidate that they can get? Effectively?
I'm not sure if he's the best candidate. Look, I heard Andy Halliday yesterday saying, should 80-odd games as a manager at Sheffield Wednesday, does that merit the Rangers job? I personally don't think it does, but you're right, guys have turned the job down. It's been difficult for the club's hierarchy to go get a manager that ticks every box. I think Danny Röhl does tick some boxes. I do think he's probably better suited than Russell Martin. And I've written a piece today that's went online just making the point that everything I've heard about Danny Röhl has been positive in terms of Barry Brann and working with Hansi Flick. And everything's positive.
The Sheffield Wednesday supporters giving rave reviews, which wasn't the case with Russell Martin.
No, it wasn't. But I've said in the piece, that doesn't guarantee anything. On the face of it, Danny Röhl should come in and start winning games. No bother with Rangers. He's worked with Hansi Flick. He's won Champions Leagues. He's been a World Cup with Germany. Gone to Scottish Premiership. On the face of it, it should be comfortable for him. No, he's got the probably second best squad of players in the league, right apart from Celtic. So he should be winning games. But we know it's not as simple as that. I mean, Pete had said in the piece, people talk about, they need to get a winner and need a guy that's won titles. Philippe Clement had won 3 titles in Belgium. One with one fashionable Genk against all odds. He couldn't have cut it either at Rangers. This is a unique job. I say unique. Celtic's obviously the same, but they're almost unique. Sometimes it's not about the CV or what you've done.